Here are two computers. By the way, one computer is still booting and one computer is booted. What is the difference between two computers, and why one computer is still booting and one computer is already booted? Boot time is determined by the storage device. The difference is in the storage device of the two computers. One computer has an HDD installed and the other computer has an SSD installed. What is SSD and how it is different from HDD? SSD is a kind of storage device. The SSD is composed of a flash memory and a controller. Flash memory is the part that stores information like our brain. While other memories use magnetic light, SSD is not, so it is thrown a physical shock like sunlight, high temperature, and humidity. But it has big disadvantages. There is a limit on number of times to record. This is because of its structure. When recording or erasing information on it, electrons pass through the oxide partition wall. At this time, electrons accumulate on the wall. Then the resistance increases. When the resistance increases, the electrons become unable to move and eventually the part loses its storage capacity. In general, not all parts are used uniformly, so certain parts are used a lot. Therefore, it is necessary to make sure that all parts are used equally. And this is one of the things that the controller does. The controller is the most important part of the SSD. The controller writes information to the flash memory, which stores information and manages the lifetime of all parts. The controller was just a conversion device for computers, but now it has become the most important part of the SSD. Even with good flash memory, if the controller is not good, reading and write speed will be slow and data loss will occur. Because of SSD structure, SSD shows a lot of difference from HDD. If the method of HDD is to read directly to the point where data exists, method of SSD is a method to check by dialing the location where data exists. HDD shows lower performance than SSD because it must read small files in various places. As such, SSD has the advantage of high bandwidth. Conventional HDD was capable of speeding up to 150 MB per sec, but typical SSD can deliver at 500 MB per sec, and the fastest commercial SSD can reach as fast as 2000 MB per sec. In addition, since SSD has different structures from HDD that rotate disks to read files, there is no noise when reading files. Power consumption is only 10% of HDD, and it has many advantages besides that it's smaller, lighter, and stronger than HDD. However, SSD has the only fatal disadvantage. That is the price. As of January 2018, 1TB HDD was sold for 50,000 won, but SSD with the same capacity was sold for 450,000 won. However, the price of SSD has been falling. Until January 2018, Samsung's 250GB SSD exceeded 100,000 won, but fell to 50,000 won in November 2018. Later, when the price of the SSD drops sufficiently, generation of storage devices will be replaced.